Hello, my name is Louise,
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
and today Elizabeth and I are going to be talking about medical device sales representatives. So, the job is described as selling and marketing medical products to medical facilities. So, these are things such as face masks, gloves, or even hospital beds, monitoring machines in the operating rooms, and all those kind of fun things that surgeons and doctors use. So they sell and market their products to specific customers, to their specific needs, and they find clients and they stick with them and they keep strong relationships with them. So that's finding clients such as doctors. And then they also attend operating room surgeries to assist the doctors so that they can help the doctors use their product.
Some of the skills needed for this specific job would be medical terminology, problem solving, research, adaptability, time management, storytelling, and communication. And especially in sales, you want to make sure you have a relationship with the doctor that you're trying to sell them to. So I would say communication and medical terminology are definitely the big ones to have.
When it comes to work locations, they work in multiple different locations. They work in their at-home offices. They also work in the operating room, assisting the surgeons and doctors, and obviously medical facilities. So one day you could be in your at-home office, and the next day you could be assisting a surgeon in surgery.
This career employed about 303,200 employees in 2024 and has a 1 to 2% projected growth between 2024 and 2034 nationwide. That's not a lot, clearly, but in the state of Florida, it says 14% projected growth in 2022 to 2032 in the state of Florida. So there's definitely a big gap between those two. And I think that since the big major places for medical device sales are in Florida, I think that is a big reason why, specifically in Florida, that it's 14%.
So the schooling requirements for this career is a very wide range. You can get almost any bachelor's degree. It could be in business, healthcare management, exercise science, bio, because there's a sales part of this job and then there's also an anatomy part of this job. So it is very important that you get some kind of degree for this job, but it doesn't matter if it's sales or health related. There's a certification called the Certified Professional Salesperson, which is AKA CPSP. And this is a 6-week course that you can take to become certified. And then there's also a training program through the National Association of Medical Sales Representatives.
What are the types of medical sales and what do they specifically sell? There's pharmaceutical sales, which recommends specific drugs to physicians for them to use at their practice. Medical devices, which this involves selling the more technical and medical side of medical sales, which is like the operating rooms, x-ray scanners, replacements such as knee or hip, surgical tools, and other things as well. Healthcare management, which focuses on selling software that assists marketing, billing, and office management supplies. And then medical supplies, which is including gloves, gauze, and face masks.
The three very big companies that are actually some of them, Arthrex is based in Florida, like Elizabeth mentioned. Arthrex focuses on orthopedic products such as spine, ankle, and knee. And then there's Philips Healthcare, which focuses on MRI scans and x-rays and other kinds of monitoring machines. And then lastly, Stryker is a very wide range of selling. So they sell joint replacements and implants, and then they sell trauma devices and also hospital beds.
So as you can see our graph down at the bottom, that is the salary comparison for Florida versus United States. And it says that the median wage in 2024 was $32.11 hourly, while it was $66,780 annually. And I feel as if this salary would fluctuate because with sales, it's very competitive. So as long as you're selling and doing the most out of it, then I feel like your salary will increase or it can decrease if you're not selling.
So this is kind of the broad information about medical device sales representatives, and Elizabeth and I are excited to look into it because we are both upperclassmen, so it's coming soon.
Mhm.
Wish us luck.